Hi, Chris Wilson here with the Unshakable Man, and this is part 4 of how to check in, giving and receiving powerful adjustments. So if you haven't noticed already, when you're doing your check-in, you're going to be received or listened to by other men in the space. And while you're receiving those men, or you're taking them in, you're listening to them, you're opening or you're attuning to their experience, you might hear this man use an amplifier or a suppressor or a judgment or start telling a story. An example of this might be, I notice a blue polka dot flower pot on the floor that our friends just dropped off so that we could watch it for them while they were traveling for a week. And I forgot to plant it this past weekend. So notice right there how I noticed an actual plant sitting on the floor with blue polka dots on it. And then I started telling a story about what I was noticing. All right. Another example might be, I notice a really clean desk that I cleaned off this morning. So really clean. So really is an amplifier of the quality of the desk that I'm noticing. So clean is a judgment, right? Now, again, these aren't bad or good. You're not doing anything wrong for noticing a really clean desk that you cleaned off this morning. But if you were taking me in during the check-in, I would love to be adjusted, right? Which would mean that all you would do is you would repeat back to me, really clean. And then this is an offering for me to notice myself saying, I notice a really clean desk, and to say, I notice a desk. All right? What we're doing is we're getting more and more precise with our noticing and observation muscles, all right? Now, when you give me the adjustment, when you offer the adjustment to me, I have a choice. I get to receive that adjustment or deny that adjustment. And so sometimes in groups, you might see a man put up his hand. And so that's his way of simply saying, I don't want to be adjusted right now. Right? And that's how he starts to set a boundary. Now, I might actually want to say, I notice a really clean desk that I cleaned off this morning, and I'm proud of it. When I do that, notice how my tone of voice changed. And if you gave me the adjustment, I just had the opportunity to connect to what I was saying with more integrity. Okay? So if you were to have given me an adjustment there, you might have even helped me to really choose to attach myself to that statement. Thereby, you and I are starting to interrelate. And this is one of the practices in how we start to attune and to connect with each other in the group as we start to create that first round check-in, that first circle, so that we can begin taking ourselves and other men deeper into our experience. Because later, when I start to ask a man, what are you feeling? Where do you feel it on your body? What is the sensation like there? Does it have a color? Does it have a texture? Did it shift? Did it change? This is how we start to get into that dance of relational intimacy, okay? Is by showing the other men in the space that we are listening to them, that we are receiving them. And this is just the first layer of that, right? Giving and receiving powerful adjustments, right? When you do this, all you're doing is showing a man that you are listening and attuning to him. You are not correcting him. So notice in and on your body if you feel tension or judgment about another man's share. And then maybe that's for you, all right? I'm always coming to this from an open, creative perspective. This is me noticing another man in his check-in and just showing him that I hear him and that I'm attuning to him. All right, I'll see you in group.